Thank you so much for dropping by. What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you for being with me. And today, once again, we are with our Japanese animation series. And once again, we have a movie from Studio Ghibli. The movie is none other than The Secret World of Arrietty. I hope I am pronouncing the name very well. The movie revolves around a boy named Shu. And at the beginning of the movie, I really like the details, how they show the streets, the hanging wires, and this house that they have shown looks like it's suburbs or like away from the city. So his mother is busy, always at work, and she's the one taking care of him. Her father left them, and he still realizes that he used to come to this particular house with her aunt, and there is always a maid that he cannot forget. Oh, so he is here in this house because he had some health issues. So on the very first day, he meets that there is a cat chasing something, and suddenly he got the glimpse of Arrietty. So Arrietty is a very small, beautiful girl, a small creature. She has her parents, her father and son. So they are living in this house for ages, and that's why the movie name is Arrietty the Borrower in Japanese, because Arrietty goes to the human's house and picks whatever the food she wanted to grab for her family. But it is her first experience, but overall her parents were the ones who used to do this. So what happens? So Arrietty goes with her father on the very first time to get a sugar cube for their family use. So it is her first mission. So once again I am telling you that before her forefathers and families, they used to do that. So her father wanted to teach her, because the parents are talking that sooner or later this girl will definitely grow and she has to be self-reliant. So let's teach her. So he takes her to grab the piece of sugar cube from there, and on her way, it is a very good scene, and I hope you will like it, how he teaches her step by step. That's how the parenting, there is a sign and details in this movie. That's what I really like it. Remember, like at the beginning when he comes, he talks, Shu talks that he lives with his mother, her aunt, and their maid. He used to come and visit this particular house. The hanging wires, and the house looks like a suburb. It's a beautiful depiction of what a beautiful Japanese village life is. So he's here because he has some heart issues, and he's about to go through an operation. So what happens on her first expedition? She goes with her father and tries to grab a sugar cube, and as they were moving from one place to another place, her father was saying, please don't pick anything, but she took the needle. And that is a very good line that his father said, that even though you have weapon in your hand, you have needle in your hand, but it is best not to put yourself into any dangerous situation. That's why even you feel your capacity or you have something, it's better to avoid any bad situation. So what happens, as they were picking a napkin or a tissue, that's what you say it, so Shu just see her glimpse, and Shu talks to her that I have seen you earlier. My cat was the cat from their house was chasing you. And what happens, the sugar cube just fell from the table, and she said, how can I? And then she just had a casual small talk. Her father was also observing, but her father is a very good, like he said that, okay, make a move, but try to understand that if your mom will know it, she will panic it. And then she doesn't want her to pick the sugar cube, and goes with her father back. Her father is very good, and he said that okay, we will tell Mama a different story. And then her mom said, it's better, at least we are home, safe. But the later Shu takes the sugar cube, goes to the particular place where they are hiding under, and he put that sugar cube and write a message on the letter that you forgot something. Next morning she comes up and she was soaking clothes, and she goes out and see that aunts are eating the sugar cube. She just brings it and she reads the message, and thus she opens up her feelings to her mom that yesterday this happened with us, that we forgot the sugar cube, this is over there. And she panics. She says, oh come on, we are revealed to the foreigners or humans, so how can we survive in this? We have to move. What happens the next day? Her father went for another mission, and then he comes back leaping, and he got his ankle problem of pain. And then there is a guy with him, and that guy is also native from their own area and all place. And then her father talks to him that okay, you stay here for a tea, and then later you can go, and if you can help us to find a house, that will be much appreciated. And then there is a house, a doll's house in Shu's house, the guy, and he talks to her aunt and the maid that why this house is. So he thinks that it's best that I should give them a new house. But before he thinks something like this, his good action turns into a different nightmare. What happens? Her mother was revealed to the maid, and the maid now put her mother or kidnaps her mother and put her into the jar. And then she comes to Shu and tells her that just because of your actions there is chaos going on, that I can't find my mother there, so kindly help me to get my mother, and now we have to move to this from this house just because my parents are not happy. And then whatever he tries to do, he tries to help her to fix all the mess that he created. He just wanted to give them a different house. He tried to move that old house and give them this doll's house. But the maid was here playing a villain role, and it's very like you will enjoy the scene once you will see that how he is trying to put the things back into order just to make it sure that they will not be revealed to the humans. And then he helps her, and there is a dialogue between them also. My beautiful scene is every time they comes and meet with each other, and they are talking about their side of the story. And then he also tells her that he had a heart problem and he's supposed to go through an operation. I wish if you could stay here, but I know your parents just insisting you. And then the beautiful thing that I also like is that the cat also falls in love with Arietti, and the one who was chasing it now being friend. And then as they were trying to move, the cat just watched her and runs to Shu and tells that they are moving, and why don't you come and say a final farewell to her. It's a very still romantic scene, because it's very emotional, saying goodbye to somebody in life, and you just meet and you just fall in love. It's just like a love at first bite because he was there for the sugar cube. And then there was the same guy who helped her father. He was trying to hit him with the arrow, but he avoids because they were both talking to each other. That's a very beautiful scene. I really like it. You can't review and react all this movie in the background, and it's totally because I wanted to do it on Patreon, but it takes too much things to do it. Like you have to get the TV and all this and talk about it. There is emotions about everything, and then what happens? He says final farewell to her, Then in the end scene you can see her that her family is moving into the submarine like cattle. So they are going from one pond to another pond. And that's how the secret world of Arietti is revealed by the human shoe. The guy of the name is Shawn. And then it says final farewell to each other. I hope you will like this movie. The life lesson that I learned from this movie is everything around us, we need to show gratitude and appreciation for whatever they are doing in our life, for at least being them around us, even in our neighborhood. If we don't see any particular person for one day, we will know where he is. He used to sit every time over this place and now we can't see him. And I hope you will like it, and kindly subscribe and press the bell icon, and please comment below which is your favorite next movie that I should review it. And it's just not an animation movie. Kindly learn some life lessons for the development of your inner being. Have a blessed weekend. Love you. Bye bye. Take care.